Hi guys, it's Michelle. Today I want to show you a variation of a squat called a goblet squat or a sumo squat, depending on where you look up the term. So it's called both things. But basically I like this because it allows you to get deeper into the squat and really teaches you how to engage your glutes to do the squat. It also engages more of your inner thighs too. So it's a nice variation than a regular squat. Typically when we teach the squat, give you a side view, we tell you to form about a 90-degree angle here with your legs. Okay, so we usually tell you keep your glutes above knee line. You're always sinking back, weight is in your heels, and then you press up through the heels and squeeze the glutes. Great option. It's the safest way to learn how to squat. If you're ready to advance it, you can go deeper. The problem with going deeper is that most people tend to roll their knees in when they go deeper. They tend to go down like this and come up. And then they also tend to push their knees way, way over their toes. So they end up going down like this. And they bend too much from the hips here. So a nice way to teach it is to practice doing the goblet squat. I like to teach it using a weight. It doesn't have to be a very heavy weight. The idea here is that you learn the proper form, how to engage the proper muscles so that you create a muscle memory. Once you feel comfortable with all of with the whole movement, and you feel all of those muscles becoming engaged, you can use heavier and heavier weights. I like using the dumbbell. You can also use a kettlebell. I prefer the dumbbell just because it's a little longer and it allows me to feel where the weight is. You want to grasp it between your palms like this and place it mid-chest so it's touching your chest and then your upper ribs too. The idea is that you keep it in contact with those parts of your body at all times. This means that you will keep your chest upright, which is what we always tell you to do when you're doing a squat. When you start hinging forward, you will feel that the bottom of the dumbbell comes away from your body. That's not what we want. So with the goblet or sumo squat, you're going to start with your feet a little wider than hip width apart. Whatever is most comfortable for you, depending on your anatomy, will dictate what foot position is best for you. Your feet can be pointing straight forward, or they can be turned out slightly. Once again, it depends on your anatomy and what works for you. The main point, however, is that when you come down, you want to keep pushing your knees out and over your toes. Don't let them fall in. So when you come down, you're going to come all the way down as low as you possibly can into a squatting position. And as you do so, you want to keep your chest lifted. You're going to have your elbows come inside your knees, not outside. That will also help keep your chest lifted. So this is the basic move. You're going to come all the way down, keeping that chest nice and lifted. And then from the bottom, before you start coming up, you're going to squeeze your glutes together. Once they start becoming engaged and squeezing them, pushing through your heels and slowly coming up. And you will feel that in a very different part of your legs and your glutes than you do with a traditional squat, because you're really engaging some of the deeper muscles of the inner and outer thigh as well as the glutes. So from the side, this is what it would look like. Keeping that chest nice and lifted, belly button in, glutes squeezed tight. You're going to come down, elbows inside of the knees. Knees continue tracking over your toes. Then you're going to engage your glutes, start squeezing them first, and then you slowly come up. It's not a quick movement. It's very slow, very methodical, allows you to really think about what you're doing and engaging all of the proper muscles. Once you become comfortable with that, like I said, you can speed it up a little bit so it flows more smoothly, and then you can increase your weights to really start building some strength in your legs. And that's not to say that you shouldn't do regular squats. It's just a variation that you can add to hit the muscles in a slightly different way. So give that a try and add that to your repertoire, and I'll see you next time. Take care.